Alright, so it's Sick Pete 420 here, and I thought that today we would talk about BPP, the BPD and mood swings, because like it's quite a common thing associated with BPD and that, and along with other mental health illnesses, but BPD seems to be one of the main ones that it's sort of associated with, and where it happens more regular and drastically. So yeah, I thought that we would speak about it because it's something that affects me a lot. It affects a lot of people that I've spoken to that have BPD, and a lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people like can end up feeling that we who have BPD and that are like very negative and like very sort of aggressive or like down or manipulative or whatever and that, and it's not exactly the case. Like basically, like obviously we with BPD, our emotions are like a little bit more sensitive, for lack of a better word. Like when we feel something, we feel it so intense, and BPD is a pretty intense mental health illness, and like it feels that strong that it can like, because we feel it that strong, sorry, it can like alter our moods just from tiny things. So like we can be out on a happy day and that, all happy, all smiling and that, having a laugh and a joke and that, and someone can say one thing and that can either be about something that's happened in the past or remind you of something that like you still ain't happy about. It's still like still annoys you, sort of thing. You can hear about it and it'll be as if it's literally just happened 5 minutes ago. You can start feeling really sort of aggressive, sort of really angry and raging, or you can feel really sad and really depressed and just lose all motivation and struggle to enjoy like whatever it is you were just enjoying that. And as I say, it can be very intense, very overwhelming and that, and we don't have control over it. We can go through like a stage where in like the space of like a minute you experience all these different emotions: rage, anger, sadness, like just loads of different things. You can, I mean, me personally, like I've experienced like probably about 4 or 5 different emotions in the space of a minute at times, and like my main two that I seem to struggle with is anger and depression. Like it seems to be the negative emotions and negative feelings that you feel, they seem to be the longest living. Like they're the ones that keep you in that mood longest, and seems like they're a lot more stronger than like when like the mood swing goes and you're like in a happy sort of place. It's quite short lived, and it can quite quickly sort of just disappear, sort of go and change to a negative one. And I guess it's one of those sort of things, and that obviously over time you learn ways of coping with it. You learn sort of almost like reprogramming your mind, but obviously it's not as easy as click your fingers it's done. And like at the same time, a lot of people see it as if we sort of, how do you put it, as if we like choose to be like this, as if we choose to be pissed off every day or like whatever and that, or we choose to be depressed and all negative and that. And even people that absolutely care about us can treat it as if we are like choosing to be like it. Like we are not choosing to be like it. We feel like it because of this illness, and like none of us want to be like it. None of us want to have fucking moods that 1 minute we're up here, next minute we're down here, and it's just constantly bouncing around. Like it's sort of like you wake up in the morning and like people think about their day. one of the first things I think about is, what mood's the next one that I'm going to be fucking experiencing, because it just changed that quickly, that easily, and that I can like, I don't know, I can think about like little tiny things, like a small argument or whatever from like 5-10 years ago, and if I think about it enough, I'll be raging as if it's like just happened like yesterday or a week ago sort of thing. It's a crazy one. It's hard to get your head around. Like, I know that I've been diagnosed with it, but I still can't even get my head around it fully. It's very hard to deal with, like, people that suffer from it, and people who are around people that suffer from it, friends, family, like significant other if you're in a relationship, and it can be hard for them as well as us, but ultimately we need them to be supportive, and we ourselves need to put in the time and the effort to help sort of try and go towards that path of getting better. And there are medications out there that they can give you that sort of stabilise your mood as such, so you don't experience quite as intense mood swings, or like they sort of prolong it so that it's not so rapidly changing or whatever. You're actually feeling it for a while. It may still be negative, but you're feeling it for a while, and just suddenly change into this emotion, then that one, then that one. And for some people that helps, that can work. Other people it can't. It's just a case of, all mental health is a case of trial and error. And like, one thing that like we suffer with, and that is that sort of links into the mood swings, and I'll make a video on it, is the mania side of things. Now, when you say mania and that, people think about like bipolar, people getting manic and that, and like, it is similar, but with bipolar, it's like, it's prolonged, so you'd be happy and like amazing, like all the way up here, ecstatic, for like maybe a few days, and that maybe a week or whatever, and then all of a sudden you just drop and you'll be at rock bottom for like weeks, sometimes months, can be longer sort of thing. And whereas with us, with BPD, it's almost like all of that, but we can have it within a matter of hours, like throughout the day, and it can be very overwhelming, very unbearable at times sort of thing, for us and for people around us. And it's just, I don't know, it's just one of those crazy moments. Like, I describe myself as crazy a lot. Almost everyone I know has described me as crazy, and I know a lot, I don't like saying it too much, because I know a lot of people can get offended by it or get down by it, but like me personally, I don't mind people saying it to me, just because I accept it. I guess I am sort of crazy, not just with the problems that I've got, but also the way that I am as a person at times. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm starting to ramble on, as you can tell, and that. And yeah, peace.